And if you think love doesn't cost a thing, Manze, we have the right person to let us know all those right vibes right here on Trace FM, first with the hits. And this is, of course, Trace Drive with myself, Neville, and man like Mr. Fabz also in the place. Mr. Fabz, uko area mo melala?
No, me, I'm in the area mad because we have such an amazing conversation that awaits us.
Yes.
And you know what? I'll give you the honors, Neville, to introduce who we have in studio, because I know how you cook up those intros. Let's see it.
It's not cooking up, Some of us, we are born with this. We are born this way.
The stage is yours. Let's go.
Anyway, Manze, for the first time ever, of course, right here on Trace Drive, he needs no introduction whatsoever. And personally, and I'm sure even you, our listener, you can dub him as one of the best love songwriters. Like once he pens it down, na itoke pale kwa speaker, just like you've heard, love don't cost a thing. We have the man who makes the magic happen, man like Magixx. Welcome to the show, my bro. How are you doing there?
You're the man.
It's my first time here and it's amazing, man.
Yeah, man. We appreciate your music. We love your contribution to music because right now Afrobeats is the #1 genre in the whole world. Like we're ruling the continent. How does it feel to have contributed to that journey and to that push?
I feel blessed. I feel like, you can't overplay your role.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm blessed.
Yes, and you play a vital role, It's just like in any football team, from the wingers to the midfielders to the defenders to the keeper, everybody plays an important and vital role. So that's why we really appreciate it.
And of course, my question would be then, how does Nigeria keep doing it? Because
what's the secret sauce?
Yeah, what's the secret sauce? Because it's been, aside from this era of Afrobeats, there's been other eras with the different sound. But it keeps happening, and there's so many artists coming out, yet each artist is still able to have a different vibe to the music. So how do you all do that, man?
I think it's basically like, it's just like a phone. If you have maybe an Android phone, someone will come and be like, oh, I think we can add a 36 megapixel to this. I think we can add something. So I feel like everybody's just coming to add something to it. Yeah. It's already like Afrobeat. Everybody knows Afrobeat. But then when you come into the game, you want to flesh it. You want to add more flesh to it. So I feel like each is not just Afrobeat artists. A lot of, even across like Africa, there are a lot of dope artists. True. Even in Tanzania, people like Harmonize, people like, even Sitati, so big legends, of the game, so I think it's a general movement, and everybody's bringing what they bring.
Yes.
So for Nigeria, it's just, I think, because we do it a lot.
I like that.
I think that's why.
Yes, and I think for me personally, especially being in the entertainment space, if I'm being honest, music industry has really shifted and changed, and right here in Kenya we appreciate Nigerian music a lot, and I'm sure back home you've seen the growth and how people talk about Kenya and the love for music. So with for Kenya over time, we've always appreciated the different sounds and the different genres and the different artists, because year after year we can name artists that have different artists each year, and they're always breaking into the scene, and as you've said, adding their own component to make to make the whole general sound even better. And talking about the general sound, I love the fact that your name, how you got your name, Magixx with a double X. I know the story, but personally some of our audience, they might not know the story, so maybe you would let us know how the name Magixx came into being.
All right. So for me, like when I was like in school, I used to go by the name Magixx, Magicc, because like I was known for like rapping, singing, and I used to dance too. Like I had a lot of things I used to do in school.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so like so it's like, and I was very good at it. It was not like I was doing it.
You were trying.
Yeah, I was actually good.
I knew it.
Yeah, so it was like a magic. So like that was where the name came from. From when I was in secondary school. So one day, me and my sibling, we were watching TV, and this song came up by the Magic Band. But the Magic, they had an apostrophe, Yeah.
Yes.
So then I was watching the thing and came up and it was, "Are you gonna be so rude?" Then when the song started, it was me and my we're like this, you know. But then I was on this side and she was on this side. And I remember she looked at me like it was as if we looked at ourselves at the same time. You know? And she was like, "Did you see what I just saw?" I was like, "What did you see?" I thought I saw it.
Yeah.
The name.
Then I had a confirmation, you know.
Yeah.
So then at the end of the song, it came up again. So I knew the name was gone.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So you had to make a sort of change.
Yeah. So I had to, but I didn't want to let go of the name. So I switched it up to Magixx. The X is for my real name, Alexander.
Right. Yeah.
Nice. And you've mentioned you're watching a Magixx video at the time, and just to ask you about your musical influence, because there are those sounds that define how an artist makes or just inspires them. What are your inspirations musically?
I think my inspiration go way back to even Celine Dion.
Oh, really?
Even way back to a lot of Afro percussion music, you know, Lagbaja. I don't know if you guys know him. Well, he's actually a legend in Nigeria.
Oh, nice.
You know, goes back to Two-Face. You know, even when I was growing up, you know, goes back to a lot of people. You know, it's something that I genuinely love music, you know, from when I was small. So it wasn't something that I was thinking about, oh, this is the person that I just liked it. I was just excited, you know, by listening to something that makes me feel good. You know, so yeah.
I like that. And is that the kind of feeling you'd like your listener to feel when you're crafting a tune? Because most of your songs are really relatable. Yeah. And I can relate to them.
One thing I always do, is that when you listen to my song, you know I put in time. Yeah. You know I didn't just go. Yeah. You must always know that I actually went down. And I worked on it, you know. So that's one thing I always make sure I do. Okay. In all my songs.
I like that. Let's do a bit of an icebreaker. I know you might be tired. You've just come into the country. You need your rest. But before that, let's do a bit of an icebreaker just to get to know a bit of your personality a bit. So let me ask you this: if you were not an artist today, if you were not Magixx, what else would you be indulging in? What field, what career would you see yourself thriving in?
Man, I really think about this sometimes. Yes. Before I should say, I don't think I'll do anything, you know. But thinking about it now, I feel like I like decoration a lot. I'm very I have eyes for decoration. Nice. So I like aesthetically pleasing stuff. Okay. So I think I'll be into stuff like that.
Interior deco, you could style the place up.
And I also studied mass comm in school.
Oh, nice. You're like us. You're like we're one big group.
We might have an opening for you here.
Free radio presenting here. Let me ask you, in your musical journey, what have been some of your toughest challenges you faced and how have you overcome them?
I think firstly it's getting people to, you know, to not even getting people to believe it, because I never needed that. I just needed to convince myself enough, you know, so that when you're convinced, you just notice that everybody's tuning in. Because you are convinced. Yes. You feel me? So I think it's finance, you know, money, the money aspect, because I remember sometimes you have so many songs that you have written that there's no money, but there's no money to record it. You know that pain,
Yes.
And then you see some people that, I'm sorry, but their song is not even.
My brother, let me tell you,
Preach Magixx.
You know, but then, bro,
the song is not even the one.
But they have the. I felt like if I had the money to do this.
But you know, we normally assume that all Nigerian artists who have a hit have money.
A good assumption. Look at the way he's laughing.
That's some money love. We've seen you in London, man.
So I had years where I didn't even have money to go to the studio. I had years, 2 years, I was unable to afford to record one song. Meanwhile, I was even writing, you know, so it was just a thing of having that resource, you know, finding people that can assist you, you know. And also being open, you know, because if you don't tell somebody, God is not going to come down from heaven and
just give it to you.
I always say this: God is only going to help you through another man. You know, it's not going to come down from heaven to help you. It's just having relationships with people, you know, telling this guy, play your former demo. You know? Don't sing for them. So that you know that. Some studio, some people are lucky, you know, to find people that will do it for them for free.
Yeah.
You know, so
it's a different kind of thing. But I love the fact that you're honest and open enough, because not all artists will come and admit, hey, it was a bit challenging, money, resources. And everybody wants to say, I didn't have the fashion, or my parents didn't support me. You guys want to say all those other things. So we appreciate your honesty. Also, let me ask you this. When it comes to your biggest phobias, things that you fear, what are some of those things?
I think recently elevators.
You don't want to get stuck in one of them.
Did you get stuck somewhere?
Have you ever gotten stuck?
Bro, like I feel so the thing is, there was one hotel that I was in. I think when I was in I'm trying to remember the place, but I think it was in Lagos.
In a hotel somewhere.
Lagos, okay.
Yeah, so then the elevator, I didn't know that I didn't press where I'm going to. You know, some elevators, when you enter into it just closes. Yeah. And without you pressing where you're going to. So I thought I pressed it. So I was there for like a minute.
You're waiting.
And I'm like,
this thing is not going anywhere. Why aren't we moving?
Bro, so that was when I started having the panic attack. I'm like, what?
I'm stuck.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Last question before we go into the music. What's the most famous contact you have on your phone? Who would you say in your contact list is the most famous, like top of the top person on your contact list?
Maybe I think me, I don't really have contacts. I don't really have contacts on my phone.
Yeah,
but I don't feel like there's anybody I can't reach out to.
Do you have Drake's number?
No, but that's funny enough. That's my biggest inspiration.
And I'm sure if you want to reach out, there'll be a response there.
There should be.
I like that.
Do you have your star's number?
You see what he's doing? These Kenyans, these guys. You want to take away her star? Stop it. You've been consistently feeding us, your fan base, and just talk to me about this 2-pack that had Colors and Loyal.
So when I wrote this song and Loyal like in 2 days, like 2 separate days, but in my room. So I felt like they were together. Like I felt like they were of the same energy. You know? So I felt like putting them out together. You know, and I feel like the inspiration behind that was like my secondary school, my university life, you know. So I feel like that was just me depicting, you know, how I felt, you know, about the girl I was with at that time.
At that time. So you're no longer together?
Nah.
Come on now, Mr. Fabz.
And I was just asking, you know, just for good measure, just to kind of know, man. Plus, I'm sure there are people in our audience who would want to know if there's somebody in your life, you know.
No.
It's the music.
Yeah.
You're married to the music.
I think no, I'm not married.
Always the artist, you know, married to the game. Yeah, man. You know, I'm in a marriage in the game.
Yeah, but like I feel like anything that is worth doing, it needs attention.
True. And time and energy. True. And I like that. And you're in the 254 right now. Tell me about that experience when you were thinking about it and even packing your bags. Were there things that you were like, yo, I have to pack this when I go to Kenya because I'd like to experience ABCD? What were some of the thoughts that were running through your mind before you came into Kenya?
I've never been here before.
But you've heard about it, yes?
Yeah. But I didn't know exactly what to expect, you know. But I knew that it's a very cool place. I've seen a lot of, because I know people come here a lot for holiday. You know, people come here for tourism. Especially like the wildlife stuff. You know, like people come here to see like, you know, a lot of like animals, real stuff.
Yes, real
you
stuff.
Know, like
I hope you got a chance to
real African. Some real African stuff. So I had my mind prepared for like some outfits that when I go out to this kind of location,
you know what's up. Yes, and I like that, and we'll definitely be keeping an eye on your gram just to see Wagwan here and there. And I'm sure also this trip to Kenya, not only is it your first trip here, you also, I'm sure maybe have thought about musical connections with Kenya, because we Nigerians and Kenyans, Africans, we're all, you know, intertwined together, and collaboration is part of pushing the genre forward. So I don't know if that's also in your mind, maybe wanting to link up with some of the artists in Kenya, some of the creatives in Kenya.
Yeah, of course. Me and Nikita,
Nikita Kering. You've got a one there. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, so
you got something?
We actually talked yesterday.
Yes, nice.
So I think
I think that would be fire because both of you are good writers. You're good lyricists, vocalists, all of that. So that would be a big connection. And just speaking about your music, still EP was out.
Yeah,
a Magixx album. How's that looking? How's that sound?
What's the concept?
Is it coming?
Because you've thought about
it. It's coming. Like that's what I'm working on right now. You know, and even on this tour, because it's like a free tour, a free East African, tour. So it's like, I was in London, then went to Tanzania.
Nice.
Then went to Uganda, then went to Tanzania. Then we're here now. So like it's like I'm trying to really see, even if there's artists on the road that we can work with that can actually still make the album. So that
would be good.
Nice. And how are you feeling about the album? Like, I know there's some work you've put in already,
of course.
And like, what version of Magixx are we gonna see on this album?
It's the one you've never seen. It's the one you've never seen. For sure.
Nice.
I feel like the more you record, the more you put out music, the more you become confident.
Right.
The better you become. Even when the more you travel, the more you see, the more
your mind
opens up. Yes,
I feel like I'm in a much better place than I was before. So my experiences now are definitely different. So I'm going to be saying a lot of more of my new experiences.
Nice. I like that. And as we began this interview of just appreciating you and the contribution you're making to music and the ones you plan on making and moving forward, you've had many, you've collaborated, of course, with many artists across the continent and Africa. Are there still collaborations that you're just like, yo, I have to do A, B, C, D? Are there some artists that are on your list? You're just like, yo, on the album, I need you to be here.
I think one person that I really like, to work with is I think Nasty C
from
South Africa. I think he's like one of those people that I really looked up to, growing up, because like he's also like of that level of writing.
Yes. He's sharp, definitely. His wittiness, his lyricism. It's all about it.
Southeast Soul too is like,
of course.
You can't exactly want to go for a global, album and not think about like Southeast Soul, because they're like legends in like the genre, the R&B is crazy.
It's crazy.
I remember like listening to like the Annabella song, growing up, like, so it's like one of those moments where I feel like,
that's
crazy. Also, from Kenya we have Karun, and we have a lady called Zinia. They're also doing really well when it comes to the R&B kind of space. So off mic, I'll make sure to hook you up with them, because they also are playing their part in the Kenyan music scene. That would be dope if you could connect to them and just share ideas, just like the way Nikita Kering is also carrying this future of Kenyan music. So I like the fact that you're already collaborating and in that space. And all us who would say is that when the music is ready, we are ready for it. Right here at Trace FM, I will definitely support you. Before we love and leave you, Magixx, just a few more ice-breaking questions before we have to let you go. Let me ask you this: when it comes to dealing with social media criticism, because criticism is something we can't escape, and some of us take it positively, some of us, it shakes us up in a way. How do you deal with criticism when it comes to from social media comments, your fans? How do you deal with that?
I think it's subjective. Some you can't accept if you put off your comment section. You can't.
I've tried that a few times.
You can't help but to see it, because people are just generally like negative, so it's not, you can't blame them. It's where they are in their life. So then they want to project it on you.
Make you feel away.
So when you can understand the concept of their mind, and what got you here is because you are not thinking like that,
right?
So when you can understand that and ingest that, then I think you overcome that.
Yeah, but I have a couple of ideas for you. I don't know if you've seen what Cardi B has been on lately.
If someone tries the mic,
I just want to let you know the mic is more than just for singing. It is also a tool you can use for your protection. When bad mind comes, excuse me, sir.
Before the security gets there, we are on you. Of course, Maze. Thank you very much, Magixx, for coming through. Thank you for answering our questions. Yeah. And as you continue on this journey of making your album, continue, Manze, just being yourself, because we believe in you as your fans, and we know by waiting on your projects, you're going to deliver, you know, because sometimes good things are worth waiting for. So we definitely appreciate you. Anytime you have music, you know, we have the TV, we have here radio, we're always, you know, supporting you.
Thank you.
And of course, we have to drop. Just let me tell you this: you made our life as DJs very easy with All Over, because I can literally go to the club, play all over, back to back, all over for 2 hours and get paid. I'm done with the set. So I think we have to drop that, because that has been such a big tune in the 254.
Yes, and before we drop it, maybe you could introduce it for us for the first time ever on Trace FM as Magixx.
All right. Yo, what up, my people? It's your boy Magixx. This is Trace, and you're about to listen to All Over by me. Let's get it.
You make me one day fire. Say you go cause it casala. And girl, you know be a shana. Me, I be the one.